Welcome to beautiful Grass Valley for the Thursday Night Market Show, our 5th year doing the show, and I'm Nick Collins, joined by
Gina Renee, and this is the 20th year of Touchdown Productions.
20 years.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. Yeah, really fun.
So Gina's new to the show, and Gina brought a guest.
I did. This is little Owie. Actually, he's got a bigger Owie, but his name's Owie Bow Wowie, and he goes to kids in the hospital that are terminally ill and need a friend.
That is pretty awesome.
Yeah, he's pretty fun.
Pretty cool.
I like him.
Speaking of cool, we got some cool things coming up this season for you on the Thursday Night Market Show. First and foremost is our new location. Look behind me. We're in the beer garden.
Which
That's
is
right.
Nick's favorite place, absolutely.
Beer and wine garden,
Yep.
I should say. We're also going to have some new segments this year, including On the Carpet.
And Meet Your Farmer.
We're going to meet your farmer.
Yes, we
and a
are.
segment called In the Garden. Right now, we're going to go to the main stage in front of the Holbrook Hotel for Dream and the Dreamer.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dream and the Dreamer. Welcome back to beautiful downtown Grass Valley at the Thursday Night Market Show. I am joined by Heidi Hall. I want to first say congratulations on your victory, brand new supervisor-elect of District 1.
Thank you very much.
And
yes.
Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, this is a great night out here.
My very first question is, why would you do this?
Why would I come to the Grass Valley Thursday Night Market?
No, run for supervisor.
Oh, I thought that was going to be. Yeah, it was going to be the softball. You know, it's a great job to be a supervisor, to be a county, a person who reflects the values and the needs of the community and works with the county staff to implement programs that everyone agrees need to happen. It gets to a great skill set that I already have. And so, you know, you want to do that kind of work. To get that job, you have to run. You have to go through an election. And so I wanted to do this. I wanted to give back to my community and bring my skill set in to the board. And so I went through the process to get there.
Well, we're all glad you did.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm very excited to be here now.
So I kind of noticed, I know a lot of other folks did, that your race kind of mirrored the Measure W ballot. Do you think Measure W played a factor in your race specifically?
You know, that's one of the questions. I think we're still waiting to see all the data. All the ballots haven't been counted yet completely, and we can't see we can't sort of match up the votes completely yet. But I would say there was a Bernie factor, which brought a whole lot of new voters in to vote, to register. The Democratic Party did a lot of registrations in the last year or two, so they get credit for that. I think Measure W also brought in a whole new set of people who were registering and cared enough to come out and vote. And then honestly, I ran a strong campaign. I was out walking districts since February, so I think there were a lot of things that contributed to a high turnout, and Measure W would be one of them.
Well, I definitely saw you at a lot of events. I actually volunteered on the primary day, and I was told that there was a huge turnout.
Yeah.
So it's been a great effort for Nevada County in general.
Yeah.
And can you stick around? I'm being told we're going to take a break.
Yeah,
stick
absolutely.
around.
Yep.
We'll be right back with a little more from Heidi Hall here on the Thursday Night Market Show.
It's time to visit the newly remodeled B&C True Value Home and Garden Center. The new B&C has completely changed for your shopping convenience. Their new expanded garden center has everything you need, including expert advice on trees, shrubs, and perennials. Check out their new website and the new spring hours. And thank you for voting B&C the best hardware and building supply in 2012. So start right, start here at B&C True Value Home and Garden Center.
Welcome back to the Thursday Night Market Show. Back here talking again with Heidi Hall. Thanks again for joining us.
Glad to be here. It's a great turnout here tonight, isn't it? It's
Beautiful
amazing.
first night.
Yeah.
Beautiful first night. Great weather, too, so the weather's cooperating. So let's get back into this. You ran previously for a seat at in the U.S. Congress.
I did.
How did that prepare you for this race?
I think it prepared me really well. And, you know, that wasn't even a thought in my mind at all when I was running for the congressional race. That was a heavy lift. And I was really focused on the national issues at the time. But in order to do that, I went through a training program, a 6 to 9 month training program where I learned how to do all the aspects of campaigning, running a campaign, and being potentially an elected official. And then I took that out to the 11 counties that were part of the congressional district. So I got to meet people from the entire Northern California area, talked to people I'd never met before, went to events at people's homes all over the place. And that got me very comfortable on the road and doing public speaking, talking about what I care about and listening to what other people want me to know. So I think it was a great, it was a natural progression in some ways.
Nice, yeah, absolutely. So I think I know something that you're passionate about, serving as the board director for the South Yuba River Citizens League, or Circle, for about 5 years.
Well, I was the board president for 1 year. I was on the board for a couple years. Okay. Previous to that, I was a river monitor. That's how I got started. Just coming up, we come up here and we fall in love with the Yuba River, which I did, and wanted to be a part of keeping it clean and beautiful. But right now, I'm on the board of NEO, our local youth organization, which I'm very passionate about as well, and they've got a booth up here tonight.
All right, tell us a little bit about NEO and your involvement.
So NEO is it's a youth organization. We've had a number of youth organizations try to get started here over the past couple years, as you probably know, and this one has really taken off. It's run by two young women, Hallie and Lynn, who've really pulled the community together from all sides, created a place for youth to come that's comfortable and safe. They now have an actual building and a yard. So it provides safe, healthy alternatives, so it's drug-free, alcohol-free, bully-free. These two women help promote self-esteem. They bring in healthy snacks. There's always something fun going on, and there's educational as well. And it's really taking off in this community. It's something I'm very proud of, and I hope that we'll all support it as they keep growing.
It is really big, and I want to thank you again for joining us.
Thank you, Mick.
Best of luck.
Thank you very
in your new
much.
job, and that's going to do it. That's going to do it.
We're at SPD Market in Nevada City asking people what they like about SPD.
I've been shopping here for about 20 years, and the people are very courteous, and I especially like the meat counter. It's nice. You have a great selection, very helpful.
Because it's local, it's small, they have wonderful selections of things I need, and the personnel are very nice.
And that's why people love SPD Markets in Nevada City and Grass Valley.
Hi everyone, welcome back to the Thursday Night Market, and I'm Gina Renee, and we're here with Don Rogers, who is the new publisher of the Union newspaper. Welcome.
Well, thank you.
How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm being careful to use the language properly since I work for a newspaper.
I know you have to be really careful what you say.
I try.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it was kind of fun. I got on the Union to read about you.
Oh no.
Because
I'm sorry.
I figured you'd probably check to make sure that all the information was correct before you allowed them to publish
It's pretty
it.
much, yeah. We don't lie too
Yeah.
much. It's supposed to be a nonfiction realm.
Well, it was interesting because I can't believe all the stuff that you've done in the publishing world. I think you should tell everybody in our community how amazing you are and where you come from and what
how
you've done.
amazing I am.
No, seriously.
So I've dropped out of the sky from Vail, Colorado,
Right?
where I was for most of the past 17 years.
Okay.
And before that, many papers across the country. That's kind of in the, I guess, the old days, and probably now if you have any ambition, you're going to go from place to place for a while as you build your career. Eventually we reached a point in Vail where we moved in, and my wife shook her finger at me and said, next life or next wife, we're not moving anymore. We'd been at 7 papers in the 1990s.
I hear you.
Yeah,
I
and
get it.
then the kids grew up, and the opportunity opened here to transfer from Vail,
Okay.
and so it seemed like a good idea at the time to come here, and so far so good.
Now you have 2 children.
I have 2 children.
One
yes,
lives here and one lives.
in Colorado at our. She's helping my wife. Her name's Rachel. She's 24.
Okay.
Out graduate from college, and she's helping my wife fix up our house in Colorado for sale.
You
so
haven't
we
even-
can. So we all can move here. Yeah.
Okay, so your family's not here yet.
They're not here yet. They're visiting.
Okay, hold on a second. Okay, Don, we have to stop and take a break. Can you stay with us for a second?
I can stick around, absolutely.
Okay, we'll be right back with Thursday Night Market on Touchdown Productions.
Your car is one of the most important assets you own. And Reeby's Auto Parts is dedicated to helping you keep it in tip-top condition. Reeby's Auto Parts is a family-owned and operated business since 1956. We have a friendly and knowledgeable staff, and as a Napa Auto Parts dealer, you're sure to find the right part you need from either of our 2 Nevada County locations. You can always count on Reeby's to be there when you need us. It's Reeby's Auto Parts in Nevada City and Grass Valley.
Okay, Don, so I have a question for you.
Okay.
And I think all of Nevada County would like to know these
Sure,
questions.
yeah.
Okay, so in 4 years,
Uh-huh.
there's been 4 different publishers.
Correct.
Why?
I'm the 4th. Well, you had the great Jeff Ackerman, as you
Right.
remember. He was here for 10 years.
Right?
And then just maybe one decided that he had better things to do, honestly. And then Jim Hemmick came in, and Jim came in like gangbusters, really. but what happened with him is his father was able to finally talk him into becoming rich and being a real estate mogul with his real estate firm in Truckee. So Jim's taken a owner's interest in the business up there. It's just a great opportunity that he couldn't pass up.
Okay.
Now, those of us in the company are furious with him. I'm both furious with him and also thankful to him
Well,
for
he brought
opening
you
the
here.
opportunity to me. Yeah,
That's right.
And the reason I'm here, well, there's a couple things. One is I was in Vail for almost 17 years, and I think the thinking is God willing and so on.
Right.
I'll be here for a longer term. That's what I'm hoping and working for. And I think from a company aspect, they felt that I would be a good fit both with the staff and the community, and that I would be someone that might bring some stability to the position.
Okay.
Just based on my recent history of the past 17 years, not my history before that when I was papers every other year.
Well, you went to
So,
quite a few papers.
I did,
You
once
had
upon
lot
a
of
time.
papers.
Yeah, and then my wife shook
Your
her
resume,
finger
I
at
don't
me.
blame
Yeah.
her. I
Yeah.
would have done the same thing. Yeah.
Raised our kids, and so now really this is a place that that we've enjoyed visiting over the years as we've come through, and my wife. Every time we've come here and had coffee or we've stayed here a little bit longer, she's looked around and said, you know, I could stay here. Why can't we get transferred here? And
That's
I say, well, there's a guy
beautiful.
named Jeff, and Dave that, you know, and it turns out they had wound up leaving, but we've coveted coming here for a long time, and it's a good challenge for me, a new change after a long period of time. So,
Right.
and then with my gray hair, they don't think I'm going to keep
I would
moving
say you
around
probably
too
just
much.
came here to retire, right?
No,
Like most of us?
That is not in my. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I can't thank you enough for coming on the show tonight.
Thank you.
And I hope all of Nevada County takes the time to come into your office and say hi to you.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
I hope so too.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, and now everybody, I am going to throw the microphone over to Mona Copeland, and she's going to meet with the farmer. So we'll see you later. Mona Copeland, what did I say? Oh, sorry. Okay. Okay, so did I say goodbye to him? Okay, okay. Okay, Don, so thank you so much for coming on with
Oh,
us
you
tonight.
bet. Yep, that's fun.
And I hope that everybody stops by the Union to
Yep.
say hi
Yep.
to you.
I hope so. Me too.
Yeah, it'll be nice, right? Tell them to bring you coffee.
Yes.
Yeah, you like
yes,
coffee.
Yes.
That's good.
Well, that's going to do it for opening night of Thursday Night Market 2016. Make sure you join us at 151 for the after party. Dana and Michelle Milner are hosting it. 151 features a great variety of craft beers, red and white wine, music, and lots of fun. We'll see you there. Welcome back to Thursday Night Market Show. I'm Mick Collins.
And I'm Gina Renee,
And right now we're going to go to our newest segment, On the Carpet.
where we're going to see Don Hommons Riley with Fusion Dance.
Let's go see him.
Let's go.
But as long as you are with me, there's no place I'd rather be. I would away forever, exalted in the sea. As long as I am with you, my heart continues to beat. With every step we take, Kyoto to the bay, strolling so casually. We're different and the same, gave you another name, switch up the batteries. If you gave me a chance, I would take it. It's a shot in the dark, but I'll make it. Knowing the little heart, you can't shame me. When I am with you, there's no place I'd no place I'd rather be. I'd rather be.
With nearly 30 years of proudly serving our community, Auburn Toyota is expanding to offer more new Toyota inventory than ever before. Chances are we have the exact Toyota model you want, ready for you to drive home today. With many years of combined sales experience and hundreds of new Toyota cars, trucks, 4x4s, and SUVs, now is the perfect time to buy at Auburn Toyota. Come see why for generations Foothill Toyota buyers buy from Auburn Toyota, which is why we like to say Auburn Toyota is the place where the customers come back.
Make sure you join us next week for the Thursday Night Market Show.
Where our guests will be new Police Chief Alexander Gamelgard with John Foster, and we're also welcoming Kathy Whittlesey and Robin Galvin-Daisies, the Chamber Ladies.
And our musical guests will include Yvonne Nahata and Friends, Allison Kirk and Ken Rutledge on the karaoke stage, and on the carpet with Hot Trash. Make sure you catch all the fun of the Thursday Night Market Show on touchdownproductions.com.
And make sure you stop by our table and say hi to us. We're waiting for you, right?
Come by, say hi.
We're waiting for you.